Overthinking, why your mind won't shut up and how to change it. Do you ever wish your brain had an off switch? Like you just want to stop thinking for 1 second. But instead, your mind keeps replaying everything you said, everything you didn't say, and everything that could possibly go wrong. You go over the same thing again and again, and still can't decide what to do. And if you think long enough, you'll even create a problem that wasn't there to begin with. Well, the good news is you're not crazy. There's actually nothing wrong with you. You overthink because you care, because you want to do things right, because somewhere along the way you learned that mistakes mean pain. So your brain decided never again, and now it tries to protect you by running endless simulations of what might happen. It's not trying to drive you crazy, it's trying to keep you safe. The only problem is that the more you try to think your way into safety, the less safe you actually feel. Contrary to what people think, overthinking is not intelligence. Overthinking is fear, dressed up as logic, a lack of trust in yourself. It's what happens when you trust your thoughts more than your instincts. In other words, you're not two in your head. You're just disconnected from yourself. First, notice the loop. Catch yourself in the spin and say, okay, this is my brain trying to protect me. That moment of awareness breaks the pattern. It's good to think before you act. But overthinking is overdoing, and it doesn't lead to clarity. So instead of asking, what's the right thing to do, ask, what's the next thing I can do? Not perfect, just next. You can't control every outcome, but you can control your actions. Sometimes you'll get it right. Sometimes you won't. Either way, you learn, you adjust, you grow. Besides, overthinking doesn't guarantee you'll get it right either. But it does guarantee you'll stay stuck. Not acting is a decision as well, and usually not a good one. So get the information, make the call, and then move. The moment you act, two things happen. First, your mind finally stops spinning. And second, your nervous system learns that safety comes through experience, not through thought. And yes, some choices will backfire. But regardless of the outcome, every time you take a small step, your nervous system learns. I can handle things. I can rely on myself. I can trust myself. And that's the shift. That's how trust is built, and overthinking loses its power. You don't get clarity and then act. You act, and then clarity comes. Not because you will know how things will turn out, but because you learn to trust yourself to handle whatever comes. That's when your mind finally rests. Not because everything is certain, but because you are. The goal isn't to stop thinking. The goal is to start living. One imperfect step at a time. Become self-driven.